on YouTube or on Google within sometimes with a few days, and possibly where that you can actually sell those videos or sell a video channel for a crazy lot of money, even more than you might have purchased for a brand new car, right, Kristie?
Absolutely. And we found out a really easy way that's free, and it's called Google Hangouts.
Definitely. And then, Kristie, we know about that Google Hangouts, but you know what? Have you ever heard of somebody selling a YouTube channel for
Yeah,
in
I
the
have.
five figures? No, sorry, 5 figures. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking to Holly, and Holly just sold one for $30,000. $30,000. Okay? And the way she did that is she dominated Google and YouTube. And we're going to hear, if you stay tuned, you're going to hear more about exactly how she did it, because I know you're wondering, what's that all about? So we're going to tell you.
So welcome to the show, Holly. So I know that you dominated. How long did it take you to dominate? I think, how many pages did you dominate in the beginning?
So in the beginning, I dominated the first 10 pages of Google itself for 165 keyword terms. So if you ever looked at any of those terms, it would show my Hangout video, and then that was the first 10 pages of Google, and then there was the first 20 pages of YouTube itself. So if you looked up anything related to the affiliate niche, anything, anywhere basically, across any Google or YouTube in any country or in the U.S., it would come up with my affiliate videos. Like the first 10, results would be me. And then on the next page, the first 10. So it was the first 10 pages of Google and the first 20 pages of YouTube that took me from start to finish. It took me 3 weeks to do that on YouTube. To do it actually on, took me 3 weeks to do it on Google itself. It took me 5 days to do it on YouTube. So within 5 days, I owned YouTube. Within 3 weeks, I owned Google. And, the whole setup was 7 minutes from start to finish of my actual, making the Hangout and doing all my backlinking. And basically, I just hit start and just let it fly for 3 weeks.
Wow. Yes, Kristie.
Holly, was it a ClickBank product, or was it a local business, or what was this?
It's like a ClickBank product. It wasn't on ClickBank. It was his affiliate. So I contacted him, and he was in Mexico when I actually did it, so he didn't know what was going on. But it was his product. I've done this with ClickBank. I've done it with Commission Junction. I've done it with CPA with like credit review type terms. So you can do it with anything. I've done it with localizing too. But this one that I sold for $30,000, it was his product. And essentially, I gave him his business to him on a silver platter, because he would never ever have to pay anyone again to promote his business, because nobody could come up underneath all of the properties that we're ranking for.
That is unbelievable. And you also told us you did this for you done it for local businesses, and what kind of money is in that? How did you do that?
So in local businesses, at first, I just did a test for air conditioning repair in Miami, Florida, which is very, very competitive if you know anything about lead generation. And it took me 3 weeks. I made one YouTube Hangout video, which took me 7.5 minutes again. And within 3 weeks, it ranked for 500 #1 terms in Google. In 5 days, it ranked for 500 #1 terms in YouTube itself. So, obviously YouTube comes in before Google. It takes 3 weeks for Google to pick it up. But I piggybacked off that and made 100 AC repair sites in Florida, because I'm trying to take over each state. So, I'll do Florida, and then I'll do North Carolina, and I'll come up to all those states that are hot right now, and then do a AC repair in each of those cities. So I have 100 in Florida. 90% of those are #1 for 500 terms in both YouTube and Google, and that network gets about roughly 40 calls a day.
That's crazy. That's insane. And you're saying that it takes only around 7 minutes to set up this whole network, pretty much?
Yeah, it takes 7 minutes of video. You know, with Hangouts, you can use the same video because you don't get duplicate content because it's a live stream. So you can't ever have the exact same, like, down to the second. So you don't get duplicate content. You use the same video, and it's 7 minutes. You just, like, put in my ranking system and hit start.
So, for example, if you actually went after, which I would go after, let's say I went after like realtors in Florida,
Oh, yeah.
and can you imagine if you dominated like all the state of Florida with all the counties and things, you can actually probably sell all that to maybe Century 21 for maybe $200,000 probably.
Oh yeah, and that is one area that I was going to start trying to do is into the ritzy area in Florida. And you know, the $1 million houses you can take over real easily. I just did a test of it recently and I popped it in about 3 days for like 20 terms for one of the areas there. And I mean, I would sell it for probably more than 200,000. It's a big realtor. You could do, you know, like have one channel with maybe 5 locations for each channel and just do a simple hangout about the property, and yeah, it ranks and you get traffic, it's going to sell. Really good prices.
Holly, if I've never done a Google Hangout, you know, if I'm watching this and I've never done one, do you teach how to do that?
Yeah, in my training course I have 3 different webinars and then I have some pinpoint areas, and I teach you, it's over the shoulder training. I teach you from start to finish. You watch my screen, I tell you why I do it the way I do it, and why you don't want to do it this way or that way, because I've already tried to do it this way or that way and it doesn't work. So I've done all the like troubleshooting for you, in other words. So you follow me step by step, and yeah, I show you everything.
One question, Holly. Say that after I go through your program, because of course I'm going to jump on all this, because I'm going to tell you to be able to make $30,000 or possibly even $300,000 selling to realtors. But how would, after I get ranked for something, let's say realtors from New Jersey, and I go after something where Holly hasn't went after there yet, of course, because I'm trying to make that big money. How would I actually contact them, possibly to sell a big channel like that, possibly 30,000 or 50,000 or 100,000? What you suggest?
So what I have done is I take a picture of who I bump off on Google on the homepage, and if it's a big company, you know, I'll take the picture, and once I'm there and getting a couple phone calls, you know, in the month, then I'll call them and say, hey, you know, I bumped you off. Would you have any interest of buying these leads or renting the site for the month? If you want to buy the leads, you know, we agree on whatever it is, 40 to 50 a lead. If it's a monthly, then we do, you know, 2,000 or something. But you know, I make sure I know who his competition is when I call. So if he's kind of wishy-washy, I'll say, you know, hey, that's fine. You know, I'm going to call Tim Allen down the street, and you know, he's probably going to be interested in. And if you give a name like that where they know the competition, they know that you're not messing with anything. You know, they're going to take you up on it because they know that you know that your business, that you know, are serious. You know the business names. And, you know, it's not, you know, 9 out of 10 of the times I've closed it within 5 minutes. Once I show them it ranked for 500 terms, you know, people are going to jump all over that.
Yeah, especially any realtor. And you know who I go after? I go to divorce attorneys. I go after all the attorneys because you know what? They got big egos. I mean, don't you agree?
Yeah, and our DUI attorney one in Phoenix right now, we're selling the lead for $400 a call. It doesn't even have to be a closed call. If they call it, then I get paid the $400 because the PPC on that keyword is I think it's 285 or something like that. So I'm like double that PPC because I own 500 terms for that that product, not product, but that local, you know.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so do you track the leads? Do you have a tracking software, or do they, how do they track it, Holly?
So I have used 2 different softwares. I use something called WordPress Pro Tracker, maybe it's called. It's something like that. It's like $35. And then I use Joe Troyer's ACT, and that tracks your lead calls too. And then I buy my phone numbers through Twilo. So they call my phone number first, and then it redirects to them. So I might be renting out that property or that lead, but if they at any time choose not to pay for the week or for the month, I can turn it off and redirect it to their competition, you know.
Right,
So I
right.
have full control over that.
That's important. I know that. I mean, that is just, like, this is just totally gold. Because right now, what she's talking about is $1 million business. I don't know if anybody's really seeing that, because you can go after podiatrists, you can go after plastic surgeons, you can go after divorce attorneys, and there's like a ton, like bankruptcy, divorce attorneys, real estate attorneys.
If you watch CNN, like I have CNN all day because I want to know what the new news are. So like all that flooding that was in Pensacola, it happened so quickly. So what I did was I made 100 Pensacola type hangout videos for water repair, water damage, mold remediation, you know, stuff like that. And I put 100 up in the Pensacola area, and you know, we were getting calls within 2 to 3 hours because no one else did it. So I watch, you know, what is the new hot thing. You know, if it's during Christmas season, another hot thing is hanging Christmas lights and hanging your Christmas trees outside, especially in the Ritsu area. If you can get a lead generation person to do the Christmas lights, then you can hook them up with doing landscaping at the same time. And in the Midwest, then you can pick them up and doing snow removal. So, you know, you don't just have to stay with the big niches, but if you can do seasonal and do super targeted niches too, you know, where a lot of marketers are because it's super targeted, you know, you have 2 to 3 month window there. But if you have a lot of them, you know, bee removal in certain areas, you can corner the Midwest for 2 to 3 months and then pick them up on pest control after that.
That's wild. And then also backlinking. What would be, like, I don't want to, you know, because I know everything's in the back end pretty much, but what is maybe a free method, would you say, maybe a backlink, would you say, or an easy, non-expensive way?
So, I mean, you can do stuff like with Fiverr, because a lot of people from my course have asked me if they can do it with Fiverr. It's always an option to do it with Fiverr. The only problem is that you have to continually buy the links with Fiverr. You know, it's $5. It's cheap. You know, that's always a good alternative to doing it. You know, you can use SE Nuke, Scrapebox.
Yeah, I've used SE Nuke, and that works fantastic.
Yeah.
And then, you know what's great about Holly's product right here is that you don't have to pay for traffic. You understand? People are like paying so much money for garbagey traffic, but this is all organic, and that's why this works, because this is traffic that Google and YouTube love. Isn't that right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I rank number. I have over 25,000 Hangout videos, and I would be willing to bet 90% of those are #1. And this is a new thing that a lot of people have not actually noticed. If you go look up some local terms, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but on Google, it's a huge embedded video for a lot of local terms. Like, you remember they're doing it right now for music videos, but it's also switching over for local terms. So YouTube and Hangouts are the new thing that that Google must be. I don't know if they're trying it, but I found, you know, several like emergency plumbers. You know, it almost takes up your whole screen. It looks like an ad. It's a YouTube video though.
Yeah, I see that too. That's huge, really. I'm just telling you, this is enormous, really. You guys, this is $1 million business, and all I can tell you is that there's so many niches that you can go after. I mean, what would you say if somebody's first starting off? How would they first start off? Would you suggest? And they just want to make some quick cash.
So if they want to make some quick cash, in my advanced course, actually, I have a list of 260 niches. So if you don't know what niche to go after, you can actually download a very good niche list. But if you want to make quick cash, what I would do is find a CPA or ClickBank type product. And, you know, As Seen on TV is really good right now, too. I'm doing 5 of those right now. And they'll rank within 3-4 days on YouTube itself. And there you go. You have CPA money coming in within a week.
That's awesome. And when you say you rank them within a short time, are some of them ranking just naturally, organically, without backlinking, Holly?
Yeah, it depends. It always depends upon your competition, but Google is giving a lot of power to Hangouts because it's their baby. So if you're making a Hangout versus a YouTube video, the Hangout's going to rank so much faster. So that's why you really want to push your Hangout process.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
And yeah, I want to say one thing too, Holly. I did this last year for some plumbers, and I saw in somebody else's program. I know you've probably seen this too on commissionjunction.com. You can actually go in and get a number, a phone number, and get paid per lead without ever talking to any company at all.
Oh yeah, we have 5,000 pay. Well, we don't have 5,000 up yet, but we have about 2,500 up for payday. We have another 2,500 that we're going to be targeting, but we took the number off the commission. I think it's Commission Junction is where we got the number from, but it's just a 188 number, and it's kind of your tracking code. So yeah, you can do this with anything. You can do it with reputation management. You know, you can do it with SEO clients. You can do it with I mean, the sky's the limit. You know, I do it with Amazon products too. During Christmas season and Black Friday, you know, I made $15,000 the last 2 years by using Hangouts with Amazon, and that was because I targeted Hangouts and products during the season. You know.
And how much did you make on Amazon?
I made $15,000 between Black Friday and Christmas.
Really? And that was like hot products on Amazon.com?
How's your ClickBank business? Are you doing well with that?
Yeah, ClickBank is like crazy easy. People are scared of ClickBank and scared of ranking because it used to be like super easy to rank the websites. I don't do websites so much anymore. I mean, I have my client websites, but if I want to rank the ClickBank product, I make a Hangout, and that sucker ranks within 5 days on YouTube.
Wow.
What's your best month on ClickBank, if I might ask?
Well, it's 3 figures.
Wow.
I'm sorry, it's 6 figures.
6 figures, so that's over 100 grand. Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge, crazy, insane.
With all my businesses together, for this month, well, let's put it this way. So 2 years ago, I did credit repair with CPA, and I was making $25,000 a week doing that.
Really?
Yeah. So if you times that by 2 years, I'm sure you can imagine how much it's gone up now that I have 25,000 videos.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. I mean, some people don't make that in their lifetime in 1 year. In 1 year, some people do not make $25,000. I mean, they don't.
Yeah. Yeah, and even if you just wanted to go small and just do lead generation and just do like 10 websites, you can do 10 websites and you're still going to clear, you know, those 10 websites rent out for $1,000 a month. That's like $10,000 a month if you have 10. And you can just expand it to going bigger as each month. That's kind of how I started.
Oh, God.
Because I went small, and then I seen it worked, and then I targeted the bigger, more expensive items, you know.
Holly, you're just successful in every area that is talked about on internet marketing, and we just congratulate you, really. I mean, you're making bank locally, ClickBank, CPA, Amazon, the whole shebang, and we just say congratulations.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, totally. And then guys, the reason I had to have Holly on here because a lot of you guys saying, you know what, is there anybody making money in the internet marketing business? And you know what, I just shake my head because certain people take action, but you know what it is? It's like a recipe. When you have the recipe and you have the system like Holly does, she doesn't have to think about it. She sets these little systems up within 7 minutes, and then bang, you know what? She can make $100,000 in a month, practically, if not more. I mean, this is small change. I mean, she has a system. Once you have the system, you take action, put the 7-minute procedure in, and then just let it go. And then that is huge. And then plus, there's so many businesses that are actually in here. There's actually the ClickBank business you can go after. You can click the Amazon. You can do selling, renting even spots or even selling channels. I mean, there's a lot of money. This is $1 million business, right, Holly?
Oh yeah, it's multi-million-dollar if you do it the right way. You know?
Yeah, and you show the right way inside your course, right?
Yeah, I give you it on a silver platter where you know, some people are definitely overwhelmed with it, but if they stick with it and they ask questions, you know, I'm in there 24 hours a day, basically, except for when I'm sleeping, right? Which is not much. But, you know, some people, you know, you have questions, and I understand that. But if you actually do what I tell you to do, and you take the whole 7 minutes, I mean, everyone has 7 minutes of time to go edit what I tell you to edit and hit start, you're going to make money. And it's not just me telling you this, it's my students who tell you this. I had a guy who did 400 number ones in 2 days. I had a guy who ranked for a term that was 90,000 keyword searches in 4 days. He made $4,000 out of it, because it was, you know, it's a great story. It was a warranty reputation management. You know, they contacted him. They ended up paying his $4,000 warranty, and he took the video down. So I mean, it's just so, you know, so many people are saying that if you actually do what I'm telling you to do and put it to action, that you're going to make money out of it, and you're going to make money very quickly, and you're going to make a lot of it too.
That's so encouraging. You know, there are a lot of people who write into us, Holly, and they're just, you know, really having a hard time, really struggling to pay their electric bill or their mortgage. And, you know, it's a crying shame that they're struggling and there's so much money to be made on the internet. And we know it, you know, we're doing it too, and it's real, it really is authentic. And I know it's easy to be skeptical, but if they could look inside the link below, you're going to see the real deal. Holly actually lives this, works this, and breathes this, and she's got students who copied it and are doing the same thing. So I mean, I would say don't even hesitate. Go check this out.
And I actually was one of those that person who didn't make money. I didn't make money for 4 years, and I stayed with this SEO business. So I definitely know on that side of the SEO business that it's hard to make money, and it's hard to make money with affiliate marketing, which is why I came out with the course, because I was the person who bought the courses and they didn't give you everything, and that was kind of a big thing for me, is they would only take me so far, but then they would just leave me there. So that's why I came out with this course, is that I went all the way through everything, because I would, you know, that's the whole thing with making money, is though a lot of people will only take you so far. I took you all the way, you know, all the way up to the client, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, that, you know, I appreciate that, because, you know, when you start, and I used to buy courses like yours, and there was always something missing at the end, like, well, you told me.
Yep. So anyway, guys,
Did you lose me?
no, I'm still there. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. We're having storms, so I wasn't sure if you
Yeah, no
lost me.
problem. Kristie froze. But I just want to say real quick at the end, you guys have to click the button on the bottom. I mean, that is the most important thing you can do, because this is a chance for you to change your life. This is a chance for you to quit your crappy job. And that is so important, because, like I said before, Kristie and I, and even Holly, we care about every one of you guys. And you have a chance. Let me tell you, a lot of people, they say, you know what, I don't know, I mean, when will life actually give me a chance? You know what? Just like the old story when somebody was sitting inside a tree trying to say, hey, will God help me, help me? Sends a boat, sends a canoe, sends a helicopter. Well, here's your chance. You know what? Check it out. Click the link on the bottom. I'm going to let Holly have the last word, really, because this really means a lot to me for everybody to get on this.
You know, if you're on the fence on whether or not you guys should buy this, you know, think of it this way. Like, how much time have you spent buying courses, and how much time have you spent trying to rank just one thing for one term? I mean, if you buy this course, you're going to rank a YouTube video, you're going to rank, you know, a money site, you're going to rank a press release, you're going to rank a Web 2.0 property. Anything that you want to rank, you're going to be able to rank. And you know, I'm a lazy SEOer. That's why it takes me 7.5 minutes to do this. So if you don't have a lot of time and you don't want to waste a lot of your time, I've done all the split tests for you. Like, that's really all I can say, is I've done all the back end work for you, and you're going to, you know, you're going to make money. It's
I'm just
There's
telling you
no way.
guys, you know what? You can tell that Holly's talking from the heart, and I really do connect with her because that's how I feel. You guys, just get on this. If anything, click the link on the bottom. Check it out. I mean, Holly's on Facebook. You can connect with her. I'm going to tell you, she's a wide open book. I mean, I don't know of anybody that's making over really that many people. They're making $1 million very easily, if not more, on internet marketing. Okay, she is. I mean, for quite a few years, she was struggling. She wasn't making any money. All of a sudden, she found something that worked, and that's what everybody have to understand. It's a system. The system is actually something that's replicable, where that once you follow a system, it's like baking a pie. If you use salt instead of sugar, that's not going to be a nice apple pie. Okay? What Holly's giving you is a recipe. You follow this, and do this for 7 minutes or less. Now, hopefully, you'll have a $100,000 business a month in ClickBank, possibly. Or you can actually sell a channel for $30,000. So click the link on the bottom, get right on this, and you know what? I don't say it very much, but you know what? I feel like everybody should get this myself, okay? All right, see you later, everybody.
Click the link below. Bye, Holly. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.